Welcome. We are live at Eldora Speedway for the inaugural Gone But Not Forgotten 100 race. My name's Ryan Ayers, and I am with Jeremy Rucker here tonight, broadcasting for Sim 360. We are the newest partner with National Sim Racing League, and we are proud to bring you our first ever broadcast under the new name, and we're excited to see what the future holds with this great league and great group of individuals. I'll start out talking a little bit about what the Gone But Not Forgotten event is all about. It is a charity event raising money for the Wounded Warriors Project. So every little bit of money that was donated tonight for the drivers to come in and race, that is all going to the Wounded Warriors Project, and I'm happy to announce that we've raised over $360 so far for today's event, and that purse is still continue to grow. And 100% of anything made off this event tonight is going to this awesome charity. And these guys get to do some racing all for the fun of it. They get to go out and enjoy the freedoms that our servicemen and women have provided for them. Some, have paid the ultimate sacrifice for their freedom. So we're going out there, we're going to raise some money for them and give back as much as we can here on the iRacing community server. When they get ready to take the track here, they're going to be starting out with the heat races. There's going to be 4 heat races total. They're going to be 10 laps each. And after that, they will roll it over to what's called the pole shuffle, which is a little bit new to me, but I'm excited to watch it. It should make for some pretty entertaining racing regardless. So I'm excited to see what kind of changes that brings. It's going to be a one-on-one race-off for 2 laps. The winner goes on, loser goes to the pits, and that's where they're going to determine where they start day main. That's going to be top 3 from each heat race, and so there'll be 12 cars total participating in that. Like I said, I'm excited to see what that brings. After they're done with the pole shuffle, they're going to be rolling it over to the A main for the 100 lap feature event. That's the moment that everybody here has been waiting for. These guys have been practicing all day long, and they're ready to get some racing in tonight. And we'll see who brings home the very first trophy for the inaugural National Sim League Racing League Gone But Not Forgotten 100. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they are getting the heat race lineup set. We'll be starting with heat race number 1. Lineup looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. The 31 car will be starting on the pole tonight. That will be Tyler Collette. Second place will be the 222 car of Eric Fargo. Inside row number 2 will be the 11 car. And that will be, looks like, Scott Seaman. Outside him in row number 2 is going to be the 21 car of Quinn Wallace. Inside row number 3 will be the 7 car of Bradley Hinman, and outside of him will be the 17 Alan Westman. And starting in the very back of heat race number 1 tonight is going to be Hill. Keep an eye on him. He's been a pretty talented driver from our previous series races. We got 27 total drivers checking in tonight. 27 total. That's a great turnout for the very first gone but not forgotten race. They're getting ready to go green out of 4, ladies and gentlemen. They're checking it down, and here we go. Out of 4 is heat race number 1 for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 event. Your leader, number 31, Tyler Collette, out in front. And he's starting to build a little bit of a lead here, but keep an eye on that second place car. Looks like the 222 Eric Fargo. He's been very fast all week long at this track. He's gotten some practice laps in, so it's going to be exciting to see what he can do. But in third place, Quinn Wallace trying to make some headroom as well. Catch back up to that pack. He's going to be competing for his heat race win and also for the transfer spot into the pole shuffle. Right now your leader is still the 31, Tyler Collette. Second place, Eric Fargo. 21 of Quinn Wallace is in third. 17 car of Alan Westman is fourth. And your fifth place position is the 11 car of Scott Seaman. Some pretty good racing so far for heat race number 1. They're still getting the track figured out. As they get halfway through heat race number 1, it's still your leader, 31 car, Tyler Collette, out in front. Eric Fargo's maintaining his pace, as looks like the 17 car of Alan Westman is battling Quinn Wallace for that third transfer position. They have a good battle going on back there. Quinn Wallace trying to get his third place transfer spot back. Can't do it out of 4. And now it's the 222 car of Eric Fargo in the second position. He's trying to gain on the 31 for the lead. He might be running out of laps though. '31 car takes a white flag. And Eric Fargo dives to the bottom in 3 and 4. He's trying to get the win. Can he hold on to it? No! Looks like the 31 car pulls it off. Tyler Collette. Eric Fargo in the second position. Great job. Great finish by those two guys. Hard fought race. The 17 car of Alan Westman in third. Fourth place will go to 21 Quinn Wallace. And fifth place will be the 11 car of Scott Seaman. That it was. What a finish by Eric Fargo and Tyler Collette there. I thought Fargo was going to have him, but looks like just by a bumper, Tyler Collette was able to get by him and finish out heat race number 1. Great job by those guys. All right, they're getting the finishing order for heat race number 1. While they do that, they're calling out heat race number 2. On the pole will be the 178 car of Chris Orencia. Outside him, the number 50 car, Jason Lineweaver. Behind him and inside row number 2 will be the 313 car of Greg Thompson. Outside him, the 19 car, Chris Watkins. Inside row number 3 will be James Nunn in the 75 car. And the 08 of Tyler Gray will bring up the rear in heat race number 3.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Pretty interesting heat race. I saw James Nunn in the 75 car got tangled up there early. So he didn't quite get the finish that I thought he would. He's normally pretty strong in these cars. But hey, good racing for heat race number 2. I'm excited to see what heat race 3 brings. All right, heat race number 3 is taking the track.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Like an early race caution took out half the field here early on in heat race number 3, and that's going to leave the 87 car of Andrew Schaefer out there with a nice sized lead right now. And looking at it, all 3 of these cars will transfer to the pole shuffle, which ought to be exciting news for them. All right, still heat race number 3 here, 2 cars remaining. We're just trying to pretty much finish out the heat race here, and they'll be happy as they're both going to transfer to the pole shuffle, which will ultimately decide where they will start in the A main. These guys are guaranteed a starting spot in the A main. As your leader, Andrew Schaefer in the 87 car, taking the white flag, and looks like he's going to pull it off with the number 2 car of Dustin Ward. Gaining on him there, just ran out of laps. And once again, your winner will be the 87 car, Andrew Schaefer. And in second place, the 2 car of Dustin Ward. We saw there Yeah, basically the pole shuffle is going to be the top 3 from each heat race. Top 3 finishers will transfer on to what's called the pole shuffle, and it's going to be where the drivers compete in a one-on-one shootout. So it'll start with the third place finisher of heat race number 4 will start out first, and he'll battle his way all the way through to try to get to the top. It'll be one-on-one, 2-lap racing. After 2 laps, the winner goes on, stays out on the track, and the loser goes back to the pits and waits his starting order for the A main. So this is potentially a spot to earn your starting position on the pole, or at least in the front row of the A main. Good opportunity to race your way up there on one-on-one competition, essentially for 2 laps. Yeah, it's going to make it stay competitive, that's for sure. I've actually never seen one happen live, so as a fan, I'm pretty excited to see what this brings, because it sounds like it's going to be very competitive, and I'm wondering if there's going to be a guy out there that's going to be starting from the beginning and work his way all the way up to the pole in the A main. That'll be very entertaining. They're getting heat race number 3 lined up, or heat race number 4, sorry, lined up. Sounds like on the pole is going to be the 608 car of Linda Fuller. Outside, Linda will be the 15 car of Michael Dollard. Inside row number 2 will be the 29 car. I can't quite see from here in the booth who that is. Looks like Chris McGuire, the 29 car. Yeah, they're still getting them adjusted here as they get everybody lined up, since we had one person miss out. So it looks like your pole sitter will be that 29 car of Chris McGuire. Outside him, the 15 of Mike Dollard. Inside row number 2 will be the 71 car of Anthony Miller. Outside him will be the 27 car, Trevor Harmon. And inside row number 3 will be the 6 car of Nathan Weatherby, and outside him is the 69 car of Corey Whitworth. I'm going to be watching the 71 car of Anthony Miller. He's been putting in a lot of practice here at the Eldora Speedway. Sounds like he has a pretty good setup going, so I'm excited to see what he can do. But really, there's a lot of talented drivers in this heat race. I'm excited to see what it brings. As the 29 car, Chris McGuire shoots way out to the front there. As they make their way through that, 69 car of Corey Whitworth going to be in second place. Yeah, it's McGuire out in front, Corey Whitworth in the 69 car, and then it's going to be Brayton Wallace in the 100 car and your third place position. Those will be your transfer spots going in for that pole shuffle. So let's see if they can maintain their positions. They take halfway through heat race number 4. It's still your leader, Chris McGuire, out in front. 69 car of Corey Whitworth in the National Guard late model. And in third place is still the 100 car of Brayton Wallace. And looks like behind him will be the 71 of Anthony Miller. And then behind him is the 15, Michael Dollard. As we're still green flag racing in heat race number 4. They got 8 laps down. And your leader, Chris McGuire, is taking the white flag this time by. We got a solid lead in front of Corey Whitworth in the 69 car, but keep an eye on him as he may try something last second. Doesn't quite get enough momentum though. And it's going to be the 29 car of Chris McGuire, your winner. 69, Corey Whitworth will finish second. They pull onto the backstretch here. The third place car will be 100 of Brayton Wallace, followed by Anthony Miller in the 71. Trevor Harmon will finish 5th place, and the 15 car of Mike Dollard will finish last. He got involved early in some cautions, or in a little bit of a pile up there. He got it straightened out though, and he's going to wrap up race number 4. Well, Jeremy, the easiest link to go to will be simcast.news or sim360.news. And right there on the homepage, there is a donation box that will go straight to our Wounded Warriors Project Foundation page. That will be the easiest for viewers to donate. Once again, all the proceeds gathered from the entry fees for tonight's race is going straight to the Wounded Warriors Foundation. We raised just over $360 so far tonight as we continue to receive donations. We appreciate everybody's support. This is our first time hosting an event like this for such a great cause especially. And we just appreciate the amount of feedback and support that we've received throughout the entire community. We really appreciate you guys, both the drivers and the people coming in and spectating tonight with us. We really appreciate it, as there's a lot of firsts happening for all of us here with the National Sim Racing League and Sim 360. They're going to do a
hands to touch me, and evil was the plan beset by me. 3 a.m. and I know where this road leads, down into your cellars, oh, to where my soul bleeds. I'm sorry for her loss, all her heart tossed, murderous intent. I licked the stick of her lip gloss, and the cost of my cold heart is that in itself. I love none, feel none, and care none. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the outside, ooh, waiting for it. And I might cut you open just to see what's on the inside, cause I'm ready to rip. And I'm that monster that your mother always told you about. Oh, I hope that you're slipping. If I catch you, I'ma catch you in the nighttime, cause I'm waiting for it. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land, we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
And we're back here at the Eldora Speedway in the super late models for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 race, here hosted by the National Sim Racing League and put on live by folks here at Sim 360. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Before we get started with the B main, which is where we're going to be picking up at, I wanted to thank our sponsors for tonight. Starting with the Wounded Warriors Project. That's why we're putting this race on. It's a great charity event for the servicemen and women who have made numerous sacrifices for our country, and some paying the ultimate sacrifice. On behalf of Sim 360 and the National Sim Racing League, we thank you for all that you provide us and the freedom that you give to us to be able to put this event on tonight. Thank you so much. We've raised over $360 tonight, and we're looking to keep that number going. So if you want to reach out and make a donation, you can do so by logging on to www.sim360.news, and right there on the homepage sidebar is the donation box where it'll go directly to the Wounded Warriors Foundation, our fundraiser page. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight, and for the drivers out here participating and putting on a good show for everybody. I want to thank Skidmark Motorsports for coming aboard. Skidmark Motorsports was established in 2015 by Scott Johnson and one of his friends. Scott's with us tonight racing in the 64 late model, so keep an eye on him. They are our gold sponsor for tonight. We really appreciate their support and their willingness to come on board for such a great event. Scott heard about what we were doing and with no hesitation hopped on and wanted to put as much effort into it as he can. He's been great to work with. So thank you to Skidmark Motorsports. Our silver sponsor is the Disabled American Veterans Organization. They are a group of individuals who are out there looking to help our servicemen and women when they come home who may be battling with depression, PTSD, or other effects from what they've experienced being in the service. So if you see a person, you know them pretty well. Most of them don't really like to talk about their experiences, but feel free to reach out and let them know that you're there and you're willing to help if needed. It would be very much appreciated by numerous people other than just that one person. So reach out to somebody that you may have a feeling might need a hand. Our bronze sponsor is the Mission 22 project. This is very special to one of the drivers out here tonight, Dewey Lorzell. This is a project where basically they help raise money as well for disabled veterans and those that are in need, to help out with the servicemen and women who provide the freedom for us to do this. You can check out their Facebook page or their fundraiser page. You can find them on our website as well, sim360.news, under the Gone But Not Forgotten tab. I want to thank the National Sim Racing League for partnering with us for not only this one race, but future series to come. We appreciate the support with them, and also the High Octane Sim Racing team. They are the administrators for this event. They've been great to work with as well, and we look forward to seeing what the future brings here with Sim 360. Looks like the drivers are out on the track right now, kind of getting worked in as we get ready for the B main event. I believe it's going to be 15 laps, if I remember correctly from the drivers meeting. 15 lap B main event. Top 6 will transfer to the A main. So it should make for some pretty good racing out here. The top 3 from each heat race previously from earlier tonight automatically locked in their spots to the A main, and they transfer to what's called the pole shuffle. I talked about that a little earlier in the broadcast. It's basically a one-on-one shootout for 2 laps. Winner stays out on the track, and the loser goes back to the pits and gets ready for the A main. And whoever wins this pole shuffle will start up front in the A main. So a lot on the line there. It's a great opportunity for a guy to race his way back up to the front and get a better starting position for the A main event tonight. It'll be 100 laps when we approach the A main. 100 lap A main event tonight. Once again, brought to you by the National Sim Racing League. Yeah, there were some drivers that got taken out a little early, either had car problems or just got tangled up in the wrong spot. So it'll be interesting to see what the B main brings. And yeah, hopefully it gives a chance for these guys to come out here and compete for the A main top prize tonight. They're clearing the track now, Jeremy. They're getting ready for this B main race. About to get very serious here shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be a good race. I know Michael Dollar's going to be starting in the back, so it should be interesting to see if he'll work his way up as well as James on that 75 car. They had a little bit of trouble early, but hopefully they can get on the other side of the bad luck.
Absolutely. I know these guys are excited for what tonight's going to bring, and hopefully they can race their way back in.
User left your channel.
Well, guys, for B main on the pole line, it's going to be that 21 car of Quinn Wallace. To his outside is going to be Christopher Watkins in the 19 car. Starting inside row number 2, the number 16 car of Trevor Fisher. Outside row number 2 will be the 27 car of Trevor Harmon. After Trevor Harmon, inside row number 3 is going to be the 11 car of Scott Seaman. To his outside, 08 Tyler Gray. Inside row number 4 is going to be the 64 car of Scott Johnson. And to his outside, Flying Dutchman number 71, Anthony Miller. He won the Pro Late Model Series race here earlier this year in the NSRL race. So he might be a favorite tonight. Hopefully he can get himself worked back up through this B main. Starting inside row number 5 should be the 160 car, but I don't think he's going to make it off the trailer. To his outside will be the 7 car of Bradley Hinman. On the final row for tonight's B main is going to be the 15 of Michael Dullard and 75 of James Nunn. Looks like they're getting ready. They're out on the track. Gonna go green next time by. Sorry, this time by. Green flag's out. Ooh, early wreck there. Looks like 19 of Chris Watkins came up and gave 21 of Quinn Wallace a wallop. 71 car of Anthony Miller was in the shuffle. I think they're going to bring this one back, and we're going to restart this B main. A lot of lots on the line tonight for these drivers. They really want to make it through the B main to lock themselves into the A main at a chance of that purse money. So we should see some pretty intense racing. Hopefully they can get a little bit further along though next time, as that's just not going to quite do it for the night. Cars are making their way back out to the track. See if they can do it this time here. And the green flag's out for the second time on this B main. Hopefully we'll get a little further along. Quinn Wallace is going to get a little early jump out, with the 16 car of Trevor Fisher passing on the inside of second. And third, Chris Watkins. That 19 car, he's going to dive to the inside there. 3 wide coming out of 4 here. And Chris Watkins is going to be your new leader this lap. Oh, and we got a caution is going to be out. Most definitely, they're rolling in the back stretch. Oh, yes it is. The yellow is out. I think we got 1 green flag lap in the book, and we're working on a 15-lap B main tonight. Looks like it's going to be a tough one to make it through. The 08 car of Tyler Gray with some extensive damage. I think he's missing that spoiler. We'll see if the loss of that downforce is going to affect his car at all. Hopefully he's able to keep his position. In first is going to be Chris Watkins. To his outside, 21 car of Quinn Wallace. Inside row 2 and third is going to be the 08 of Tyler Gray. And to his outside will be Bradley Hinman in 4th. Looks like green flag's going to be this time by. We got a pretty good battle here for 3rd. Between the 64 car of Scott Johnson and the 08 car of Tyler Gray. Tyler Gray's looking the inside in turn 2 on Quinn Wallace now. He's moving up. Looks like we have another caution is out. Didn't quite see what happened there. A lot of damage to that 71 car of Anthony Miller. And that's just never good to see. Looks like Michael Doler was able to move up into 5th, but your leader still on B main tonight will be Chris Watkins. Top 6 are going to transfer into this. Let's see who can hold on. Green flag's back in the air with Chris Watkins in 1st, Quinn Wallace in 2nd, and the 08 of Tyler Gray in 3rd. There's still 2 wide as they come out. Chris Watkins going to go a car length ahead of Quinn Wallace. Quinn's working the outside. Chris is hugging the bottom. Looks like it's pretty even. They didn't see much gain between the two. Back there's a pretty good battle for 3rd between Bradley Hinman and the 16. Oops, sorry. Trevor Fisher in the 16, excuse me, and the 08. As there's contact as they come across the front stretch between the 08 of Tyler Gray and the 16 of Trevor Fisher. Your leader still Chris Watkins with Quinn Wallace in 2nd. Quinn's actually narrowing the gap just a little bit. I think that high side might just have a little bit more to it. He's been married to it all night, and hopefully it'll pay off for him here. Chris has been married to the bottom, Quinn on the top. As they come out at 4, he's just barely ahead of him, 1 car length ahead. Maybe next time by we might see a new leader. Quinn's been reeling them in. As they come out at 2, it's going to be Chris Watkins still. Chris back to the bottom and Quinn on top. Chris is going to slide up. Quinn's going to try and do the pullover. He's not going to have it. Chris was able to make a little bit more gap there. Back in 3rd, James Nunn has made his way up towards the front. He started last in tonight's B main, and he's up in the 3rd now. He's making some pretty good moves. He's on the top side with 08 of Tyler Gray to his inside. That's your battle for 3rd place, and James Nunn's going to have it that time. Chris Watkins, it looks like, went up to the top side that time with still holding off 21 of Quinn Wallace. Pretty exciting B main tonight. There was a lot of crashing early, but it looks like they got the track figured out now, and they're kind of able to get some green flags under their belts. And that's going to do it for the B main. Sorry, did not see the flag called. Your winner tonight of B main is going to be the 19. Chris Watkins, 21. Quinn Wallace in 2nd. James Nunn in the 75 car in 3rd. 08 of Tyler Gray in 4th. Michael Dollard in the 15 car in 5th.
User joined
And
your
Trevor
channel.
Harmon is going to round out the top 6 to transfer on. That was an exciting B main number. Well, I guess they're only B main tonight. Lots of early contact, but they're able to get it figured out there at the end for some pretty good green flag racing. They're 2 wide, sometimes 3. I'm pretty excited for tonight's A main, but you know what I'm excited for? Something that is new that we haven't seen yet at one of our shows, and that is what Ryan was talking about earlier. The pull shuffle. It's kind of like King of the Hill if you weren't tuning in earlier. We're going to start with the back of the heat. So the first person that got 3rd in heat race number 4 will battle the person that got 3rd in heat race number 3. They'll do a quick 2-lap shootout, and then winner of that will verse the 4th place finisher of heat race number 2, and so forth, and just kind of serpentine up until we get the winner of heat race number 1. And it'll be interesting to see if anybody's going to be able to move up quite a few spots, or if it kind of leveled out where it's going to be. What do you think, Ryan?
Well, that's definitely what I'm excited to see, is how all this works. I'm hoping for a kind of a Cinderella story tonight, and watch one of these guys battle his way all the way to the front there, to hopefully front row of the A main would sound pretty good to some of these guys, I'm sure.
Who do we got out first? Looks like Scott Weatherby's in the number 10 cars made his way to the track.
Here we go, Jeremy. They're getting ready here to start this pole shuffle. Should be pretty exciting.
Looks like it's going to be Brayton Wallace in the 100 car versus the 10 car of Scott Weatherby. They're going to go green flag out of 4 here. Scott Weatherby is he able to hold on? Yes, he is. He's sliding up, but it's going to be the 100 car of Brayton Wallace. They got white flags out here. We'll see who can hold on. And again, these are your top 3 finishers out of each heat. They're kind of doing a pole shuffle. That's just so we can make it a little more competitive to give everybody a chance to make their way further up in the A main. Looks like your winner of pole shuffle number 1 is going to be the 100 car of Brayden Wallace. Looks like Scott Weatherby will be starting in 12th position tonight in the A main.
Yeah, Scott got kind of loose there going into 1, exiting 2 on the very first lap, and he just couldn't catch up again after that. So tough luck for him starting out in this pole shuffle, but looks like Brayton Wallace has a new competitor out there.
So number 50 car of Jason Lineweaver. And Jason, since he is the higher up finisher, will get to choose inside or outside. Looks like he's going to go with the outside line. Should be an interesting choice.
This is Jason's first time racing in an event with us. He's from Florida Dirt Championship Series. Out here making an appearance in the Gone for Not But Not Forgotten 100 race. So thank you to him for his support, as they're getting ready to check it down and go green out of 4 for 2 more laps.
And they're green flag racing as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Scott Weatherby at the line. We got 2 laps. Number 50 car's going to slide up just a little bit. So that's going to give, sorry, not Scott Weatherby, Brayden Wallace the advantage here.
A lot closer race there, as Jason Lineweaver in that 50 green car is trying to make the bottom work. Looks like it's just too loose down there right now, and the 100 car of Brayton Wallace is still going to maintain the lead. And he holds off. Brayton Wallace wins round number 2. He could be your Cinderella guy here tonight, make his way up to the front. Man, that would be exciting. I'm sure his adrenaline is just going like crazy too, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's going to bring out the number 17 car, who's going to choose the inside line of Alan Westman. Hopefully he's got enough fuel in that 100 car if he keeps this up with how he's doing tonight. And their green flag.
You know, I'm kind of
Alan Westman's actually going to slip up a little bit there. There's a lot of, it's pretty slick there in the bottom, and must not have been seeing the guys ahead of him, as everybody hasn't been able to make it work down there yet.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when Jason Lineweaver, he dove to the bottom and saw it didn't work, and now Alan Westman's trying the bottom again and realizing it's not working.
I think Mr. Braden Wallace is going to be able to move up yet another spot tonight. Yes, he is. He won that pole shuffle right there. This is pretty exciting, seeing somebody race up from that would have been starting position P12 tonight in the A main, working his way up right now into 9th, possibly 8th if he can win this next one. That's going to bring out the 69 car of Corey Whitworth. He's choosing the outside line. Looks like he was paying attention tonight.
Yeah, Corey Whitworth, if somebody's going to knock off Brayton Wallace, it's going to be him, but it looks like Brayton Wallace comes out with the advantage early on. Corey Whitworth, it's loose again, and we still see Brayton Wallace out front.
It's a beautiful paint scheme on that 69 car, that National Guard. Really nice red, white, and blue pattern there. He's making the... Oh.
He tried there to get by the 100 car of Brayton Wallace, but it looks like he might hold on. Here we go, close finish. And Whitworth couldn't pull it off. Very close though. I think he was the closest so far. But Brayton Wallace holds on to it again, and he continues to advance further up to the front.
Who do we got now in that number 2 car making their way out to the track? That's no other than Dustin Ward. He's choosing the outside line this time so far. Brayden Wallace has just been making it work no matter what line it gets thrown on. But this is going to be interesting here. Brayden hasn't got stuck on the bottom yet, so we'll see if that slick stuff affects his car or not. And your leader out of 2 is going to be none other than Dustin Ward.
Yeah, Ward must have been paying attention. He's staying really high. So far, he's holding off Brayton Wallace. He's got all the momentum here, but he might knock him off in round number 5.
Ooh, Brayden trying something new. He's throwing in the bottom. Is this going to be enough to make it stick? No, it's not. And your winner of that will be Dustin Ward. Pretty good showing for Brayden Wallace. I believe he moved up 3 or 4 positions tonight.
Yeah, I think he moved up 4 total there, so good job by him. That's a heck of a lot better than 12. I'm sure he'll be happy with those results.
Looks like the 313 car has joined the battle next. That's Greg Thompson. He's choosing the inside line. That's pretty interesting here.
Yeah, Greg Thompson is an experienced late model driver, so it'll be interesting to see what he has in mind here and what he can do.
He got to the top side, lickety split quick. And he's actually going to run the bottom here through 3 and 4. That's something we haven't seen yet. And he's able to make that work. He's going high 1 and 2. Can I predict this? Low 3 and 4. You think I got it? I think I do. Yes, yes.
You are the genius, Jeremy, as the 313 car of Greg Thompson holds off 2 car of Dustin Ward, and he will continue on through the pole shuffle.
The beauty of this is I have it now on a live stream that will be saved. You calling me a genius, so everybody write that down on their books. 222 car, 222 of Eric Fargo's making the trek next, choosing the inside line. And he's giving it the go pedal. Up to the top side he goes. Hits the wall on entry into 3. That's going to give that 313 car a little bit more able to narrow the gap. Excuse me, words just aren't coming out. I don't think it was going to be enough of a bobble there, as Eric Fargo still has a demanding probably 4 or 5 car gap ahead.
Yeah, Fargo's going to take this one home easily. 29 car, Chris McGuire is coming out on the track now. He's in a challenge at Eric Fargo. Sounds like he's going to take the outside lane as we go 2 more laps here.
Chris McGuire was pretty exciting earlier watching his heat race. He was all over the track. He was able to make it all work, so hopefully he can get around Eric Fargo here, as Eric Fargo's going to lead us out of turn 2. He's going to dive to the inside in 3. Sliding up, and it's, nope, not going to clear, but he's right at nipping at the heels here. White flag's out for this pole shuffle event. Doesn't look good. I think Chris McGuire got a little loose coming out of 2. That's going to give Eric Fargo the advantage there as he moves up another position.
I had a feeling Eric Fargo was going to be a tough competitor here in this pole shuffle event. He's a very talented late model driver. So I'm not surprised that he's knocking a couple guys out early on here.
Can't quite see who's joining us now.
That's Andrew Schaefer in the 87 car.
I think these guys here are teammates, so this should be pretty interesting. Andrew Schaefer's going to jump out ahead. Some of you might know him as Forrest Lane. He's going to work that bottom slide up into turn 2 on the high side. Try and block Fargo as he's got that run on the outside, and it's looks like he's going to be able to hold on. They're side by side coming out of 4. Eric Fargo looking inside. Might be able to get that slide job here. They're going to crisscross coming out of 2. This is exciting here. Who's going to be your leader? Forrest Lane on the bottom, Fargo on the high side. Slide job, yes, it's complete. Forrest Lane, Andrew Schaefer in the 87 car, making it work.
Good race by those 2 teammates there. I'm sure that slide job was completely intentional and good fun by the teammates. What a great finish to that.
Chris Orancia in the 178 car will be next to face slide job master Forrest Lane. They're side by side as they enter into 1. They're going to see maybe a crisscross here out of Forrest. Nope, not going to have enough. Chris Orancia running the rubber line right there through the middle of the turns. That was actually pretty good. He gained a pretty good gap there. They're both on the high side out of 2. Chris Orancia looking good. And Chris Orancia.
Jeremy, that was a great finish there by Orancia.
Yeah, he tried something kind of new there that nobody else did. You know what? He drove in the middle of the track. Why not?
Why not indeed, especially when you're anticipating a slide job like what Forrest Lane can throw. Those things are perfect.
31 car, Tyler Collett is going to join us here. Green flag is in the air yet again. Tyler Collett, your leader. 2 car lengths.
Yeah, Collett had an impressive showing in his heat race. Had a pretty wide gap for his lead. I'm excited to see what he can do here in 2 laps against Chris Orancia in the 178. And the 31 of Tyler Collett will bring home the checkered flag there. Hopping off Chris Orancia, and that will end the pole shuffle. They're getting ready now. With those results, they will get the A main lined up. And we're going to be going 100 laps, ladies and gentlemen, here in just a brief amount of time, probably 10 to 15 minutes.
And we'd like to thank everybody. Oh, go ahead there, Ryan. Sorry about that.
I was just going to say, that was some great racing for the first time we've ever seen that by the National Sim Racing League, that pole shuffle event that they just concluded there. Great racing all around. As a fan, I really enjoyed watching that.
I tell you what, that was pretty easy to see all the action. There was quite a bit of it, and it was spread out, which was extremely nice, because there wasn't a track full of cars. It was a lot easier for somebody to just kind of pick out and see what was going on. We'd like to thank everybody watching and talking along with us in the live chat. Looks like Dustin Oakland's joining us out of Nebraska. Dustin, thanks for tuning in.
birds, baby. It's for the birds. Don't know how you do what you do when you do to me. A little while I coming through, see it truly. And I don't wanna, but I'm gonna, 'cause I gotta leave. I lost a taste for this chase and I better go, I better go. Because this house ain't a home any longer. When you're out on your own, I want you stranger. Well, I'm free now, how do you feel, babe? And when it's for real, how you can come and see. Well, I hope that you're slipping. If I catch you, I'ma catch you in the nighttime. Ooh, 'cause I'm waiting for it. Heavy was the rain that was falling, inside in the night as I'm drooling. Short breaths, my irregular breathing, my heart's pounding my chest, but I can't stop the bleeding. No, wicked were the thoughts that consume me, and evil what was brought me to ruin. Still, man, I know this road leads down into your cellars, oh, to where my soul feeds. I'm sorry for her loss, or her heart toss. Her wristlet and I lick the stick off her lip gloss. In the cost of my cold heart, is that in itself? I love none, feel none, and care none. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the outside. Ooh, waiting for it. I might cut you open just to see what's on the inside. Ooh, 'cause I'm ready to rip. And I'm that monster that your mother always told you about. I hope that you slip in the back. I'll catch you, I'ma catch you in the nighttime. 'Cause I'm waiting for it. You know I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Hope you're ready for it. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me before I kill again. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me before I kill again. Before I kill again. Before I kill again. Looking for me, I'll be on the outside. Ooh, waiting for it. And I might cut you open just to see what's on the inside. Ooh, 'cause I'm ready to rip. And I'm that monster that your mother always told you about. Ooh, I hope that you slip in the fire. If I catch you, I'ma catch you in the nighttime. Ooh, 'cause I'm waiting for it. And you know I'm waiting for it. And I'm waiting for it. I hope you're ready for it. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. on my face, it is a mirror. This life we lead will claim its toll. Here to sway by the look in her eyes. I can tell if she needs me, tell if she needs me. Wouldn't have it any other way. You don't know, you don't care about me. Yeah, you're not scared about me. Well, if you're not scared, don't see all of me, yeah. Like you don't know, you don't care about me, yeah. Well, if you're not scared about me, well, if you're not scared about me, let's go. Skipping a walk, she walked when she's glass so in her eyes and her eyes, see when she said no. It gives me to say that I know what she's worth. I know she loves me, even though that it hurts to school. Her body's hot, she ain't nice and ain't no. Her lips are my candy, it's a sweet taste and so. It gives me to say that I know what I've lost. These ignorant eyes fail to measure the cost. So, yeah, why you running away from me? Oh, yeah, you wanna stay one time with me? Come on, yeah, why you running away from me? Oh, yeah, you wanna stay one time? Let's go. Skipping a walk, she walked when she's glass so in her eyes the brightest blue when she said no. And it gives me to say that I know what she's worth. That I know she loves me even though that it hurts to school. Her body's a palace and she ain't nice and ain't no. Her lips are my candy, it's a sweet taste and so. It kills me to say that I know what I've lost. These ignorant eyes fail to measure the cost. So, yeah, why you running away from me? Oh, yeah, won't you stay one time with me? Come on, yeah. Why you running away from me? Oh, yeah. Won't you stay one time? Let's go. Why you running away from me? Oh, yeah. Won't you stay one time with me? Come on, yeah. Why you running away from me? Oh, yeah. Won't you stay one time? Won't you stay one time with me? Yeah. Why you running away from me? Oh, yeah. Won't you stay one time? Won't you stay one
to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth. It was because here in this land, we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
Transition. Welcome back. The A main contenders have made their way back out to the track for some warm-up laps here as we get ready for this 100-lap shootout. Gone but not forgotten 100. I'm Jeremy Rucker, and Ryan Ayers is with me as well.
We're back live from the Eldora Speedway, where we are at the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 race. The super late models. We're getting ready for an action-packed A main event tonight, as these drivers are taking the track. We'll have 20 guys starting the A main event, and we'll see who brings home the very first Gone But Not Forgotten 100 trophy presented by the National Sim Racing League. We want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting this race, both the drivers and the viewers here with us tonight. Thank you very much. We appreciate all the support and the feedback that you guys have provided us throughout this entire week leading up to this event even. Once again, the donation amount going into the race tonight was $360. Thank you very much for that. That's all going to the Wounded Warriors Project to help raise money for our veterans who have served us. We're getting ready to roll it over to the A main here. We want to thank our sponsors once again, real quick. Skidmark Motorsports, the Wounded Warriors Project, Mission 22, and Disabled American Veterans Foundation. Thank you very much for making this all possible for us, as we're getting ready for 100 laps here of green flag racing for the very first Gone But Not Forgotten 100. As we get ready to take the track here, the 31 car of Tyler Collette will get the honor to start this race. Outside him is the number 178 car of Chris Orencia. Side row number 2 will be the 87 car of Andrew Schaefer. Outside him is the 222 of Eric Fargo. Those two are teammates. Keep an eye on them. Inside row number 3 will be the 29 car of Chris McGuire. Outside row number 3 is the 313 car of Greg Thompson. Inside row number 4 will be the 2 car of Dustin Ward. Outside him, the 100 car of Brayton Wallace. Inside row number 5 will be the 69 car of Corey Whitworth. Outside him is the 17 car of Alan Westman. Behind them is the 50 car of Jason Lineweaver, and outside him is the 10 car of Scott Weatherby in that Windview Games late model. Behind him will be the 19 car of Chris Watkins, and the 21 of Quinn Wallace will be on his outside. Inside row number 8 will be the 75 car of James Nunn. Outside him is the 09 car. I believe that's right. The 08 car of Tyler Gray. Inside is behind them is going to be the 15 of Mike Dollard, and outside will be the 27 car of Trevor Harmon. And in the back row, the 64 car of Scott Johnson. Outside him is Bradley Hinman, and behind them will be the 71 car of Anthony Miller. As we get ready here, 100 laps of racing at Eldora Speedway.
Should be action-packed. We got 100 laps. Hopefully the drivers understand that, and we can get some pretty good green flag runs here. Obviously the track is going to widen out as the night progresses. We'll see where they're going to head to first. Pace car is going in the pits now, and the green flag is out for the gone but not forgotten 100.
Yee-hoo!
Yee! Looks like they're 3 wide back there. There's cars everywhere. You look left, you look right, there's cars, cars, cars. Late models everywhere. Your leader through lap number 1 is going to be Tyler Collett, with Chris Sorensen in second, Eric Fargo in third, and you got a battle back there for 4th between 3 cars. Oh, first yellow flag is out for the night. Looks like Corey Whitworth in the 50 car of Jason Lineweaver going to get together in 3. I think that was after the caution, though. Looks like Trevor Harmon slowly rolling on the back stretch. And he's got that thing fired up. Well run. Was that 2 laps we got through the books there?
Yeah, you know, I had some pretty high hopes. That was some pretty entertaining racing starting out. Like you said, late models everywhere. Quite the sight to see. I was hoping they were going to be able to hold it out a little bit longer, but that does bring out the first caution of the night. As we get these cars cleaned up and hopefully back out there to finish out the race.
Top 5 in 5th, Greg Thompson. In 4th, Andrew Schaefer, Forest Lane. In 3rd, Eric Fargo, Chris Sorensen. 2nd, Tyler Collett in 1st.
Colette, Jeremy. Tyler Collette. Somebody's saying on the broadcast.
I got it wrong. Sorry about that, Tyler.
We're getting everybody lined back up here once again, ladies and gentlemen. 20 cars starting this event, 20 late models out there on the track for 100 laps. I'm sure you guys could all imagine, those of you watching on the broadcast, what kind of event this is like, being in that driver's seat, trying to control one of these cars, going 3 wide in most instances here early on.
Green flag.
We're green flag racing again.
Oh, and another yellow. As that looks like we got a big wreck. And that's not looking good in the back stretch. That's going to bring out our 2nd yellow of tonight. We were right along with Andrew Schaefer and got a bird's eye view of kind of how that crash unfolded.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay here, Jeremy. It looks like the 100 car of Brayton Wallace came down, clipped the tail of Corey Whitworth, which spun him around, and it collected a few other guys. I see the 19 of Chris Watkins, 87 of Andrew Schaefer back there. Quite the pile up here for only, what is it, lap 3 under green now? 3 laps under green.
We got 5 cars on the pits right now. See them race off of pit line. Looks like Forest Lane's going to take that. Chris Watkins and also, I believe that was Corey Whitworth as well that decided to head in the pits to get some fresh rubbers on there as they had a fender cut their tire. Your new leader, still Tyler. See if I can get it right. Collet. And your pace car is going to dive in here. We're going to go back to green flag, green flag, green flag. Eric Fargo making his way up into second place.
The yellow flag is out.
Well, that was short-lived. Looks like third place car, Chris Orencia, got caught up in that. He missing a front bumper in front right fender. Hopefully he can make his way back in the pits, get back up towards the front. You see what happened there, Ryan?
I'm going back, reviewing the replay there. Some, a lot of things just happened at a bad time. It looked like Andrew Schaefer was involved with that one, as well as James Nunn was back there.
Looks like Trevor Harmon had to go in the pits as well. Hopefully everything's all right with that 27 car.
Yeah, I was going through watching the replay there, Jeremy. Looked like the 27 car came down and plowed into the back of somebody. I don't know. It looked like car started to get sideways. They all checked up. The 27 didn't quite get the memo on that one, and there were about 3 different cars.
Looks like your race officials are having them get side by side again. Your leader still Tyler in that 31 machine outside, and second Eric Fargo, third Chris McGuire, fourth Greg Thompson. Dustin Ward's going to round out your top 5. Pace cars getting ready to dive in here. We're going to head back into that green flag racing situation, and the green flag is out. Let's hope we can get a little further along in this lap count. They're too wide as they come out of the turn 2. Eric Fargo looking to the inside of Tyler, and we got a car up in the catch fence. I think that's Scott Weatherby. Hopefully he's able to get that car back. Yep, he's got her. No, he does not. Sorry about that. Looks like another wreck actually happened.
Yeah, I think there was a couple cars that got tangled up on the bottom of that corner right by Scott Weatherby. That's kind of why we were thinking it was him, but I don't think he was involved in that caution.
No, I think it was Chris Orencia, another one. Unless he didn't get that fender back on from earlier, but I thought I saw him go in there and get a fresh sheet of plastic. Corey Whitworth is going to head down to the pits as well. Go to that pit lane view and see what we got coming. Your top 5, Jason Lineweaver in 5th, Greg Thompson 4th, Chris McGuire in 3rd, Tyler Colette in 2nd, and Eric Fargo in 1st. Looks like Corey Whitworth and Trevor Harmon were able to make use of that caution and get a little work done on their cars. James Nunn sitting in 12th right now. He started in the back of the B main, and if I remember correctly, I believe he finished 3rd. They're doubled up here. The pace car is going to make its dive back into the pits, and hopefully, again, I think we've said this a couple times tonight, we can get back to that green flag race, and that we're all here to see. Green flag, read flag. They're 3 wide back there. That's just going to get a little hectic. Still 3 wide through the backstretch. Quinn Wallace is in a battle right now for 9th place as they're 3 wide back there in the pack. Looks like Jason Lineweaver got a little contact there, got shuffled back a couple positions. Your leader still, though, Eric Fargo. Actually, we might have a new leader here. Tyler throws a slide job out of 4, and he's got it cleared. Kind of cleared. I don't know if cleared was the right word, actually. Looks like Eric Fargo kind of got shuffled there. A lot of cars involved in this one. Scott Weatherby's able to make his way back out on the track. That's good to see. And that Windview Games late model. Yellow's out. Lap 21 of 100 we're working on. Your top 5, Jason Lineweaver, Chris McGuire, Brayton Wallace, Tyler Colin. Did I get it right, Ryan?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going back and watching the replay here, Jeremy. Trying to find out what happened with the lead change there. It looked like the 31 car didn't quite clear the slide job.
Lap 21 of 100. Almost a quarter of the way through. I think the guys at these gas tanks are still pretty full. They're doubled up here. We're going to come green out of 4 here as they go down the back stretch.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out in there. 29, Chris McGuire's going to sit in the 2nd place. Your leader still Tyler in the 31 car, Chris in 2nd. Chris McGuire, that is. We got a couple of Chris's racing tonight. Dustin Ward's made his way up in the 3rd. Started back there in 8th place. He's moving on up. Looks like your leaders are already going to run down some lap traffic here. It's Tyler Collette in that 31 car with Chris McGuire in that 29 car all over his bumper. Got some good racing back there for 4th place as they're 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. That's Alan Wassman in that 17 car and Brayton Wallace in the 100 car battling it out. Your leaders are married to the top side right now. Looks like they're going to move that cushion on up to the wall, and then hopefully that racetrack will widen out just a little bit more, and we can start seeing some more of them slide jobs that we all love watching. Leaders now are starting to work their way around the lap traffic now. Coming on to turn number 1.
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is out. That's good for that lap traffic. They're just about to get past. Now they're going to get their way back up towards the tail of the pack. Glenn Wallace making his way up towards the front too. That's good to see. One of our younger drivers here on circuit tonight. Still in first, 31, Tyler Collette. In second, Chris McGuire. Third, Dustin Ward. Fourth, Brandon Wallison. And fifth, Jason Lineweaver. Michael Dollard, who had troubles early in his heat race, is up in the 10th place now in his A main. He had to play the alphabet soup. Hopefully he can continue his movement forward into the front of this A main event. We're on lap 32 100. We're 3/10 of the way there. It's kind of been a Tyler Collette show up front. Haven't really seen anybody really able to get around him or even put too much pressure on him yet, so we'll see if that 29 car of Chris McGuire can make something happen here. They're doubled up now as they enter turn number 3. The pace car is going to make that dive in. We've seen that a couple times now. Green flag is in the air. Green flag, green flag. I think we're going to see another yellow flag as they're bottled up back there on the pit entrance. These drivers are just kind of having a rough one tonight. Your top 5, Jason Lineweaver in the 50 car, Dustin Ward in the 2-100 car, Brayton Wallace, Chris McGuire in the 29 car, and Tyler Collette still your leader. 37 down, quite a few to go. Hopefully we can get some more green flag racing. Again, if you guys like that music at the intros and the commercials and everything, that's For the Birds. They're a local band here in Wichita, Kansas. Go to Facebook, check them out, For the Birds 316. Also like to thank our other sponsors: Octane Sim Racing, National Sim Racing League, Dodge Boys Fabrications, Root Hunt Kennels, Aero Wraps, Skidmark Motorsports. They're doubled back up yet again. The pace car's going to do the dive into the pits. They're rolling into 4 of your Gladiators.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air. They're 3 wide right now, coming out at 2. That's Chris Watkins, Quinn Wallace.
Yellow flag is out.
User was moved out of your channel.
Looks like that 69 car of Corey Whitworth doesn't have a rear spoiler. That last super late model race the NSRL had, his at Volusia Speedway, I believe it was, he's able to make that car work without a front spoiler, or without the front bumper, so hopefully he can make it work without the rear spoiler now. Should loosen the car up a little bit, I imagine. Looks like we're starting to see a little bit of rubber build up there in 3 and 4 where your 31 car is. Those cars are just caked on with the dirt. Mud is everywhere. They're doubled back up yet again. We're on lap 42, folks. Pace car's going to dive in. Let's all stand up, wave at your drivers as they go. Green flag racing here at Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Green flag is out. Number 100 car of Brayton Wallace trying to make that bottom side work. He gained a position there. Got a new leader here, Chris. Nope. Tyler still holding on. Brandon Wallace in third. Chris McGuire in second. Yellow flag is out. See what we got cooking back here. Doesn't appear to be too much rubber buildup on the track yet as we ride along that front right suspension there on Tyler Colette. A little bit there in one. It looks like there's a little bit there in two as well. Hopefully we get this track to slick off and they're doubled back up yet again here for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100. The pace car's going to do its fashion. It's going to dive in. Your leader's going to check them down at a 4. Green flag is in the air. Tyler's up on the top side. Yet again, you see Brain Wallace, that 100 car, down to the bottom through 1 and 2. And this time it's going to be the 313 car of Greg Thompson trying to work that bottom side. Top 2 contenders have been married to that top side there, but 1 and 2. I think that top side is going to start slicking off. We might see some more guys follow Greg Thompson down there to the bottom. Looks like 29. Chris McGuire is going to try that at a 3 and a 4. Looks like that 27 car might be done for the night. Trevor Harmon. Looks like a little bit of suspension troubles there. No front end really. See if he's able to get it fixed and back out on the track. Your top 5, Jason Lineweaver in 5th. I think he's been there all night. Feel like I've been saying that number, that name paired together. In 4th, Brayton Wallace. Greg Thompson in 3rd. Chris McGuire in 2nd. And your leader still, Tyler Colette. We are halfway now, folks. They're doubled up yet again. Pace cars entering 3. Gonna dive down in the pits coming out of 4 here. We should have some green flag racing now. Tyler Collette's gonna drop it down. Green flag's in the air. And that's gonna bring in a quick yellow here. Looks like they were 4 wide there on the start. What's everybody think of this race so far that's here tonight with us?
User was moved
Hey
to
Chris,
your
it's
channel.
Jeremy up in the booth. How do you think the track's holding up tonight so far?
It's not too bad. Little dry going into the corners, but it's not too bad if you can hit your marks just right. Just got to get some more green flag runs to see what we can do.
Yeah, it looks like you're sitting up in 5th place right now. Pretty impressive there. I'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
Thanks, bud.
User was moved out of your channel.
That's Chris Watkins, number 19 car, Dodge Boys Fabrications. They're doubled up yet again. We're on lap 56 of 100. Pace cars diving in. Tyler Collette gonna take her down. Green flag, green flag, green flag.
The yellow flag is out.
Right along with your leader, number 31, Tyler Collette right now. His car seems to be in pretty good conditions. He's been able to keep it out front all night. I think that's where you need to be. It looks like the action keeps happening right there in the 5 through 10 range.
Green flag, green flag.
Your leader still Tyler Collette, Chris McGuire in second.
The yellow flag is out.
Looks like Chris Watkins got bought up in that one. take his car to pit lane. We're on lap 64 of 100 for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100. Your top 5, Alan Westman, Dustin Ward, Brayton Wallace, Chris McGuire, and Tyler Cullett. Looks like Jason Lineweaver didn't really see exactly what happened there. He's been your 5th place car all night, back into 11th. He's got a little front end and a little rear end damage. Pace car's going to come out off the racetrack. We're going to go green out of 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like Chris McGuire is starting to get that bomb side of work. He's reeling in your leader 31, but he's going to head up back to the top side. Corey Whitworth with that damaged car is making his way up into 5th place. Pretty impressive, pretty good wheeling, but there's a wreck ahead of him. He's going to get caught up into that. That's terrible luck right there. It looks like the number 100 car, Brayton Wallace, is up on his lid. Looks like he's going to have to get that bad boy towed back into the pits. Your top 5, Dustin Ward, James Nunn, Greg Thompson, Alan Westman, and Tyler Collett. A couple names up there we haven't called too much tonight. James Nunn and Alan Westman sneaking their way up into the top 5. This time by will be lap 70 of 100. There's 30 to go. Looks like Corey Whitworth's gonna get some fresh fenders put on that car real quick, and he's able to make it back out on a green flag. Oh, sorry. Before the green flag drops, sorry. Should be green flag next time by. They should double up this front time. Everybody in the stands, wave at your favorite drivers as they come by. That 31 car, Tyler Collett. Al Westman in the 17 car in 2nd. 313, Greg Thompson in 3rd. 75, James Dunn in 4th. And running out the top 5, Dustin Ward in that number 2 car. Pace cars diving in. They hit the go pedal. Green flag is in the air. Let's see what Al Westman's able to do here on that restart. James Nunn up in the wall out of 2. He's going to get shuffled back a couple spots. Got number 50 car. No! Wow, that was a rough one there for Jason Lineweaver. He got caught backwards. I think he just kind of got smacked right in the front there. Hopefully he's alright. Looks like the car's still rolling. Substantial rubber buildup, it looks like, in 1 and 2 there. 2 massive lines of rubber on the bottom side and the high side. It's probably giving these drivers a handful right now. You can find that one camera view earlier that we found on that car right front. Pretty good rubber there in 3 and 4 as well. Your top 5 in first, Tyler Collett, Alan Westman in second, Greg Thompson in third, James Nunn in fourth, and Michael Dollard in fifth. Scott Johnson 6th, Quinn Walls 7th, Jason Lineweaver in 8th, Corey Whitworth in 9th, right out the top 10, Chris McGuire. Looks like they're double back up, the lights are off the pace car. That can mean one thing and one thing only. Green flag out of turn 4. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Green flag.
James Dunn throws it on the bottom and 1 and 2. Oh boy. Hold on tight. What do you guys think the odds are of this one ending under green flag or yellow flag conditions? If I was a bet man, I might say yellow. I think Vegas would probably agree with me with that as well. We're on lap 77 of 100, 23 to go. Tyler Collett in first, started in first, Alan Westman in second. Alan started back in 12th. Pace car lights are off, they're doubled up. Your leaders are entering 3. Pace car dives in. Go pedals are pushed. Green flag, green flag. I think they're pretty split up there. 4 on the bottom. 8 or so up top there, coming out of 2. 3 wide as enter 3. That's never good to see. Corey Whitworth making a slide move right there on the 2 car of Dustin Ward. Uh-oh.
The yellow flag is out.
They're doubled up. Top 5 is going to go from 5th to 1st. Dustin Ward, James Nunn, Greg Thompson, Alan Westman, Tyler Collett. Pace cars lights are off again. They're in 3 now. Green flag is in the air.
Flag. The yellow flag.
Familiar sight, unfortunately. Yellow flag is back out. Like Trevor Harmon's going to make his way back to the pits. Not sure if he's got a right rear flat or what's going on there. Looks like they're going to do a little body work, and he's making his way back out to the track. Pretty good pit crew there for that 27 of Trevor Harmon. Looks like Jason Lineweaver, he had a little mid-race troubles back up in the 3rd. Might be a high position here for him tonight. Missing a couple pieces of his car, but it looks like he's able to make it around the track. So good for that number 50 car. And second on Westman, your leader has been there all night, Tyler Collett. Pace car lights are off. They're doubled up into the middle of 3 and 4. Green flag, green flag. Might get a little exciting here. Looks like Alan Westman's got that top side run. He's going to do a crisscross maneuver on Tyler Collett. He's going to throw it down into turn number 3. Oh, it's unfortunate. We're getting some really good racing up front there until that yellow popped back out. Ryan.
User was moved to your channel.
Ryan, what do you think of the racetrack right now? How's it holding up for everybody?
Well, I think the viewers can probably decide for themselves on how this one's going.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
User was moved out of your channel.
That's Ryan Ayers right there with the exciting news. Well, lap 91 of 100 here, folks. I think Fraudo might be correct. We might be ending under yellow here. I know we'll have a chance of going green flag again, but whether or not they're able to keep it gathered up enough to make it there. Pace car lights are off. They're going to double them back up here. Last time on that last restart, Alan Westman got a really good start. And it was getting interesting up there on the front row, so we'll see if he's able to time it again just right to see if he can get around Tyler Collett. They're tight as they enter 3. The pace car's making his way into 4. Green flag, green flag.
Flag, green flag.
Our Colt's going to clear top side there. Alan Westman in second. They're bumper to bumper here. Alan Westman all over that 31 car Tyler Collett here. As they come out of 4, not quite side by side. See it straight from the view of Alan Westman. He's trying to run down your leader there, Tyler Cole, as they exit turn number 2 here. Front two are kind of walking away from everybody else. Your top 5, Greg Thompson 5th, Chris Watkins 4th, Chris McGuire 3rd, Alan Westman 2nd, Tyler Cole in 1st. Five laps to go, 5 laps to go. Lap 95 of 100. Your leader still Tyler Collett. If a yellow comes out now, I think that will do it for the night. So, and I think it's about to pop. Yes, it is. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Your winner of the first annual Gone But Not Forgotten 100 is going to be that 31 car, Tyler Collett. In second, 17, Alan Westman. Third, Chris McGuire, the 29 car. Fourth place will be number 19, Chris Watkins. Fifth of the 313 car, Greg Thompson. James Nunn in 6th. Michael Dullard, 7th. Dustin Ward, 8th. Scott A. Johnson in 9th. Round out your top 10 is going to be Trevor Harmon. There's a site there with the fireworks. I think they're going to have your first place guy park right there on the front stretch. And the other 3 hopefully will be making their way in front for that Kodak moment we all came here tonight to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, pretty interesting events tonight. I think your leader probably led all 100 laps tonight. Not sure quite the split yet on the green to yellow flag racing, but I'm sure it was pretty interesting. Just like to thank everybody again for tuning in to Sim 360 for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 put on by the National Sim Racing League, Octane Sim Racing. It's going towards a good cause for the Wounded Warrior Project. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to do it for us tonight for the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 put on by National Sim Racing League in hopes to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. Just like to thank all of our viewers again for tuning in to the event. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.